From small helicopters that drop hundreds of gallons to massive air tankers that drop thousands, firefighters have a number of aircraft at their disposal. 10 News anchor Derek Stahl explains how they work together and how crews sometimes have to adjust their air attack on the fly.
Footage of the Easy Fire in Simi Valley shows how weather can complicate an aerial firefight. In ideal conditions, helicopters drop water on the flames while fixed-wing aircraft paint borders around the burn zone with pink retardant. But take a look at how far the retardant was drifting in the wind at times today.
If the wind's blowing so hard that the retardant isn't hitting its point, then it's going to go before the fire, after the fire, and ultimately it's not going to be as much of a help to us.
CAL FIRE Captain Thomas Schutz says when the winds get really bad, fire crews will call off the planes and rely more on helicopters, which is exactly what happened last week during the Sade fire in Ramona.
With the helicopters, they're able to get right up over it. They have a little bit more flexibility with their air time and their hovering capabilities, and so sometimes they're going to ultimately be a better asset for us.
But at times in the Simi Valley fire today, we saw helicopters making drops from high up in the air, which seemed to make the water less effective. Captain Schutz says crews have to make judgments about safety.
You take those erratic winds and you get the aircraft too close to the ground, and obviously that's not a good thing. If we're in really steep areas and we're having to do drops, there's going to be areas where they're going to have to get higher than others. When you have to come higher off the fire and you have the wind factor, it's ultimately going to be less effective.
He says firefighters constantly have to adjust their strategies to the conditions that Mother Nature is giving them. Derek Stahl, 10 News.
And today, with these high winds, crews in San Diego County have 3 air tankers on standby, along with 9 helicopters.